Greetings, this is Steve Sparks here in Palugabang, Permai. And today I'm going to show how I make coffee in Indonesia. It is Wednesday morning. I'm looking at my beautiful wife here. And hello, beautiful one. She has nothing to say back. But I love you, honey. But anyhow, you can see my wife is a woman of many words. But anyhow, now in Indonesia, most of your coffee here is really ground really fine. They really don't use coffee pots here. What they do, they grind the coffee really fine, and they scoop it and they put it in a cup. And you put your sugar or your creamer, or if you like it black or whatever, and then you boil your water and you pour it in there and you stir it in. And then the sediments, after, they kind of brew right there in that hot water, and the sediments will fall to the bottom, but it's so fine they kind of clump together. So while you're drinking your coffee, it doesn't really move from the bottom. And you might say, wow, Steve, that's really... but it's good coffee. It's really good because it's you really get the full taste of it. It's more of a bold coffee and a stronger coffee too, and I got no problems with it. But lately, I have because of that. If you don't live like in the city or somewhere like that, it can be hard to find a coffee. They really American style coffee pots are not really common here. Now, you can go to some of the American type places here, like there's Ace Hardware's here. You can go there and buy one. But because I drink mainly the other coffee, and now I'm starting to drink a lot of this bean coffee. This is really good. I don't have a coffee pot, but this is what I do. And so it's called coffee. I call it coffee with the sock. Yeah, because I don't have a regular coffee pot. When you grind the beans, they come out more of a coffee maker ground coffee. And so I don't have a coffee maker. I could probably go get one, but I just do this because I still drink the other coffee a lot. Plus, it just, we got so much stuff in the kitchen as it is. It just take up more space. But what you do, you get you an old sock. You might say, oh, that's gross, Steve. Or if you get you a new one, the only problem is the dye or whatever. If you do want to use a new one, wash it quite a bit. If you use an old one, you can boil it or whatever. It's your sock, so it's on your feet. So, don't get all gross, crazy about it. And I use this is my favorite coffee cup. I've had this for almost, 9 years, 8 years, man. This thing will not break. I got it at something like an Indonesian, dollar store, man. I love this cup. It's a big cup. It probably looks a little smaller on here, but it's probably equivalent to about 2 cups of coffee. So no one else drinks coffee in my house but me. So anyhow, you take your sock here. If you have an old sock and you find a good sized cup or glass and you want to put it on like this. Make sure you get over that handle there. It's kind of better if you got a cup without a handle. And it's probably a little bit better if you got a taller with a glass. But this does a good job for me. And what I do, I pull it down until about right there where I can get a good scoop, 2 good scoops of coffee. Like I said, if I drink the Indonesian coffee, I just put it in my glass. But I've been drinking this bean coffee. This is really good. And I got some of the coffee beans in here, and I got a hand coffee grinder here. So what it has here is you got to unscrew this. It's old school, man. And you have to take this off, take that off, and now I'm going to put these coffee beans in here. I got a little bit in this container where I ground before, but I don't have enough to make coffee. So I used to fill this up. And put the top back on here on my beans. And this is my little office here. I got all kinds of junk hanging on the window thing there, whatever. You call me ghetto or whatever. But anyhow, I put this back together. One being there. And put this back on. And then I start grinding this. And once I grind it, it'll fall to the bottom. And not, like I said, this grinds like a coffee maker type coffee, but I don't have any coffee. I'm going to say something else too. Before, if you do anything like this, take your cup, fill it up with water, and put it in the whatchamacallit you're going to boil, in your pot that you're going to boil with. Fill it up, put it in, and maybe just put a tad, a little bit more, because sometimes a little of the water will evaporate while boiling. So do that first. And you put your creamer and all that in there too. Now this takes a little while, so I'm gonna pause this right now, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit. All right, it's still grinding. This takes a little bit. Take a few minutes to grind this. I think it's just about. All right, I've done finished grinding my coffee. Got my coffee here. As the sock is the filter. Now I'm gonna put 2 good scoops in here. This is for my own personal use here. No one else is drinking this. And we put that down. Okay. Got my coffee in there. Already boiled my hot water. And we'll see if we can do this without making a mess. And you pour your hot water in there. Wait a little bit. I try to get it all the way around where it gets all the coffee grounds in it. It will go through it's hard to show you here. I don't know if I can. Yeah, right there you see the water going through there. Just works as a filter. And it's Wednesday morning here. I'm waiting for my kids to get out of school. And I'll go pick them up. And then me and my wife got to go to the store. You know, working out here as a missionary, and I don't say this patting myself on the back or bragging or anything like that, but every day is a day of ministry out here. We call this missionary coffee. Every day. Now, the regular Indonesia coffee, I don't need to do all this, man, because you can just, this is because I got coffee beans and they grind into like coffee maker type. The grind is like a coffee maker type coffee. It's a bigger grind. So it has to be filtered. And I don't have a coffee maker. And so anyhow, have to wait a little bit for it to go down just like a regular coffee maker. All right, I paused that for a little while because this can take a little time. And so I just kind of, just for the video's sake. And anyway, I got to go to the store today. I want to thank those that help Brother Nandy's out. That sent a little something. You know who you are. We got to get him a couple of things. He's doing a lot better because he's been taking his medicine. And so big improvement in him. And we're happy about that. I'm trying to find a place to put this pot. All right. Looks like it's pretty much done. I'll take this sock off. What you do, I usually put it somewhere in a little plastic bag. I'll put it in my little pot or something. That way, I'll do like this to get, it's kind of hot. I'll wait for it to kind of dry off. I usually stick it in here and I'll wash it later after it dries off a little bit. All right, I got my coffee cup already right here. Pour that right in there. You can see. And this tastes just as good as coffee maker coffee. You know, these are Indonesian coffee beans here. I'm stirring it up. I like cream, sugar, and all that stuff in my coffee. I'm not a coffee. I can't stand cold coffee. I think cold coffee is an insult to the coffee world. That's my personal feeling. I think coffee's made to drink hot. Man, that is so good. Now, these are coffee beans, too. And to grind them fresh, man. So good. I wish y'all could taste this. Because this is some really good coffee right here. All I use, cup, sock, this and that, and it tastes just as good as if you get it and you want your coffee really hot, like sometimes if you're pouring it, you got to pouring it away. They might be not as hot as you like it. You can pour it in a pan and heat it back up, or if you got a microwave, put it in your microwave and heat it up. But if somehow your coffee maker breaks or this, you can use this method too, and it tastes just as good, if not better. And anyway, I'm gonna finish. This tastes so good. I'm gonna get off here and finish drinking this. It is delicious. God bless you all. Have a great day. And you can pick these little coffee grinders up somewhere. They're not, I'm sure you can buy them somewhere in America. I found this somewhere. I can't, I think I got it at Ace or something. And it really works out good. And I think you buy, in America, y'all have a good selection of finding coffee stuff more than here. Like I said, it's hard. Even coffee pots are not really customary here, man. They usually just grind it real fine. They just steer it in hot water. I think that's the way they used to do it back in the old days in America, too. But anyhow, I'm going to finish this coffee up because it is delicious. God bless you all. Bye.